Harder, 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 my friend. It's hard to be a supporter of AC Milan, and it's gonna get harder. Yeah, obvious joke is obvious, my friends. How are you? How are you? Buongiorno, buongiorno. The news of today. A slap in the bony face. A slap in the bony face. Bony face that came all the way to Milan to do the medical checks. And we sent him back to Germany. Mamma mia, what a circus. So we wasted 2 days. Everybody and his grandma knew that Boniface, it's good, but the injury history is really serious. It's not like it's not a joke, right? And it's not the same as Pulisic. You know, we wish that we can get a player and he never gets injured ever again with us, but it's totally different. Like Boniface, it's a big problem if he's not fine physically because we need the striker to play, right? Even if the deal might have been good because it was not, we were not obliged to buy the player. It was like a loan with an offer to buy with an offer. Cazzo sto dicendo? Well, it's late, so you will forgive me. So we sent him back to Germany, wasting 2 days. Fine, we are here again. 1 week to the end of the market, and we still don't have the striker. Mamma mia. But the striker, cazzo, is the most important player in the team. One of the most. Everybody's important, but the striker, if you have a good one, it makes a difference. Also because we lost the goals that Reinders gave us, so we need somebody that actually scores a lot. And Santi is still unreliable in that sense, and it cannot be the only striker. Okay, Santi is fine, but you gotta have somebody else, because if Leao is injured like now, then we never attack, and it's gonna be terrible. So always since we sold Giroud, we have been struggling to get a freaking striker. So tired of this. Can we get like a good one? And that's it. Just get Icardi. Let's get Icardi. Okay, Icardi, get Vandanara and Icardi, and put Vandanara on the bench to cheer for the players. I don't know, but I wish we made an offer for Osimhen, but Osimhen too expensive. So what was 70 million? So even we will never pay that much, despite the great how do you say, out market. The selling market that we did was amazing because we got rid of a lot of players that we did not need. But not Reinders, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Emerson, the king. We got money for Emerson, our king, beautiful, amazing, royal. We got like, was 9 millions. We didn't pay 9 million for them to get Emerson, the king, but we got paid, and that's amazing. Like only Tare could do that with his Lazio techniques of selling players. The problem is, my friend, that we tend to not, how do you say, to not replace the players properly. I mean, we cheapen out, okay, because we sold so much. Milan made so much money, but when we buy, it's always the same. It's always the same, like 20 millions, player trading, that kind of stuff. They care more about that, really. So 20, 25 millions instead of getting like one good, great player, you get like two decent or some mediocre or a promise for the future, which you can agree or disagree with these. To me, like it should be a mix. You should get like a proven players if you want to win. If you want to win, if you want to just be there and be a mid-table team, you can do whatever you want. But if you want to win, you get like proven players and some young talents. But I wish we can get proven players. Like the midfield that we made, I think the midfield that AC Milan has, I think is good. I'm happy with the midfield. I'm not happy with the attack and the defense. By that, I mean that I think we need something more. Obviously, the striker. Now we got this Harder. Do you know Harder? I'm asking you, do you know Harder? Because I don't. I don't know this guy. I didn't see this man player. Maybe he's amazing, or maybe it's just another gamble that we are paying because there's no time and we need to buy a striker, which is always the same. Always the same thing. Because when you get to the end of the market, the good players are usually gone, unless Milan was waiting for Vlahovic to choose to give up money just because Vlahovic, who scored, by the way, in his first match. So now it's even harder. It's even harder because when Vlahovic scores, maybe he's going to stay, maybe not. Maybe he's going to get revalued by the coach. The price might get up. So it complicates things, okay? The fact that Vlahovic scored that goal. And honestly, Milan will never pay what we should pay, even if Allegri has been asking for Vlahovic for now a long time, okay? But instead of Vlahovic, so we went from Vlahovic to Boniface in your face, who went back to Germany, and we wasted time on that. Oilund, that didn't want to come to AC Milan, and we didn't want him, so that's good there. To this Harder, that I have no idea. It's another gamble, in my opinion. It's another gamble of this management. Okay, it's 20, well, it's 27, 24 plus 3 millions, they say, plus 10% on the future reselling of the players. Wow, we are really tight, if we have to do these kind of conditions. So we are here again talking about the striker, and since Giroud, as I said, it's been a big problem for us. Okay, and then at this point, I ask myself, but if we have to go to this Harder, he may be amazing or not. I don't know. And if we don't know, couldn't just Milan have been sticking with Camarda at this point? Cioè, what's the point? Like, we sent Camarda to Lecce. But I mean, I understand the point. Okay, so it's okay to send Camarda to Lecce because then he plays more. But and then we stay with one striker, Santi. And if Santi is not in condition or is not performing well, there is nobody to put instead of him. After, at 1 week from the end of the market and after Serie A has started, it's kind of annoying. And then I hear like Milan that is interested in Fabian from Bologna. Basta, these kind of players, basta. But Fabian is a midfielder. Basta. Milan's midfield is fine. Just sell Musa, but we're fine. We are fine in the midfield. Why? Allegri asks you for a striker and a defender, and you buy him another midfielder. What formation should we play with? A 0-10-0? Die. Fabian, let's buy a defender, let's buy a striker, let's close this market beautifully and fuck off. No. It's hard, and it's harder to be an AC Milan fan right now, but let's see what Inter does. And let's see next week. Let's prepare because I demand a victory for the next match, my friends. I demand a victory. I will not accept another tie, or a tie. It's already a defeat at this point. I do not accept a tie or a defeat in the next match. Absolutely no. We got to pick it up and start winning. Please. It's a new season. Please. Allegri. Please.